In the ancient mountains, hidden amidst clouds and mist, lies a serene monastery, home to a Zen master known as Cangsong, renowned for his profound wisdom and inner peace. Cangsong attracts people from all corners seeking to dispel their inner turmoil and find tranquility amidst life's uncertainties. On a day when spring was just beginning to unfurl its beauty, a young woman named Lianxin made her way alone through the woods to this secluded monastery. Her eyes were filled with confusion and unease, a heavy burden that made her steps seem unusually ponderous. She approached Cangsong and asked earnestly, "Master Cangsong, how can I free myself from the fear and worry about the unknown future?" Cangsong looked at Lianxin with eyes brimming with wisdom and compassion, gently inviting her to sit beside him. On a stone bench near the bamboo grove, all was quiet, save for the occasional bird song and the distant sound of a stream, as if time itself had paused at that moment. After a moment of silence, Cangsong fetched a beautifully crafted porcelain teapot and 2 cups from a nearby cabin, and began to pour tea for Lianxin. When the cup was full, he didn't stop. The tea overflowed, trickling down the sides of the cup, spreading across the table, and finally dripping onto the ground. Lianxin, puzzled by his actions, asked, "Master, why let the tea overflow like this? Isn't it wasteful?" Cangsong offered a gentle smile, replying warmly, "Lianxin, is your heart not like this cup, full to the brim with fear and worry for the future? How can you receive no wisdom and experiences if there is no room in your heart to hold them?" Hearing this, Lianxin experienced a moment of clarity, realizing the burden she carried within. She took a deep breath, attempting to release her needless anxieties, letting them flow away just as the tea had overflowed and spilled. Cangsong continued, "The future is a vast expanse we cannot predict, filled with limitless possibilities. If we are always anxious about what is to come, it's like forcing the growth of a plant, disrupting the natural rhythm of life. What we need to do is tend to the present, like a gardener patiently caring for his plants, allowing the future to unfold naturally." He handed Lianxin a small pot with a sprouting plant. "This sapling represents your life. Water it, care for it, let it grow steadily in each present moment. With time, you will see it bloom beautifully. Similarly, by cherishing and nurturing every now, your future too will flourish from your efforts today." Clutching the small pot, Lianxin felt the chaos within her begin to settle. She understood Cangsong's teaching to live in the moment, cultivating each day with care, for a beautiful future naturally follows. Years later, Lianxin embarked on the journey back to visit Master Cangsong, filled with gratitude and a peaceful heart. She shared how the lesson of the overflowing tea and the young plant had transformed her life. Now, she no longer fretted about the uncertain future, but learned to treasure each present moment, watering the seeds of hope for the future with her actions. Cangsong smiled, his gaze seeming to transcend the passage of time, witnessing Lianxin's inner transformation and growth. Remember, Lianxin, to stop worrying does not mean to ignore the future, but to meet it with a calm heart. Living with mindfulness in the present is how we pave the way for the future. The story comes to a close here, but the wisdom and insights it offers, like seeds, quietly take root and sprout in the hearts of all who hear it. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications, so you won't miss out on more fascinating content in the future.